here, getting closer? What are your thoughts about it? Kind of good stuff.
Yeah, obviously it's becoming a reality now. Getting close to it, but still got a couple tournaments left, and just trying to get my game ready for the next tournament. I'm not, trying to change big parts of my game just to get ready for the Masters. Just, I'm trying to get better, and yeah, so just taking day by day.
And of course, you've been studying a lot, just looking at maps and previous Masters to see which holes might be, a bit tricky.
I haven't really done much of that. The parts that I've just watched of the Masters is just for entertainment purposes, just to watch it and think that's pretty sweet. But I kind of try to keep a pretty relaxed attitude about it. I know that if I just play good golf, there's still just a golf course and we're still just playing golf. So if I'm playing good golf, that shouldn't be a big issue.
What did the Masters mean to you growing up? What was the television coverage like over there? Were you able to watch it live?
Yeah, we always got to watch it when I was younger, but I didn't really watch it a whole lot when I was really young. The best memory I have from like really watching the full coverage of it is when Adam Scott won against Cabrera in the playoff. That was like maybe one of the first times I really watched, the whole Sunday and big chunks of the Thursday and Friday and Saturday. I'm sure I watched it before that, but it wasn't, maybe not as big as it is over here, where everybody watches it, even non-golfers. So.
Well, now that you've been over here, is it more meaningful than as time's gone on and you really got kind of
I'd probably say so, just because the way people talk about it. Back home it's always the British Open and St. Andrews. That's a big thing, which it still is over here. But people talk more about the Masters over here, so that's definitely influenced me a little bit.
How long have you dreamed of playing in the Masters? Was there a moment you can remember where it really kind of became a goal for you?
It sounds bad, but no, not really. I don't really like to set goals like that. I mean, I do think, wow, playing in the Masters would be pretty sweet, but it hasn't been, I haven't thought about the Masters in front of, for example, the US Open or the British Open or the Ryder Cup, for example. I'm just, what motivates me is just, getting better and see myself, okay, I wasn't able to hit this shot 2 months ago, but now I'm able to hit this shot. So I kind of go about my business doing that instead of, seeing tournaments or scenarios. So.
How do you think experiences like your U.S. amateur victory will help you going into the Masters?
Well, I think, playing in the U.S. Amateur and even the national championship out here, it's definitely prepared me to play on a bigger stage. Also gotten to play a couple PGA Tour events, and you get used to kind of the crowds being around you and TV cameras up in your face. So that definitely helps a lot. But there's nothing given to you. You still got to perform well, and you just you still got to make the birdies and whatnot. So, but definitely there's a comfort level that goes to it.
You mentioned that Arnold Palmer, after the first 2 days, I think you made the cut. I mean, you weren't happy at all with the way you were playing, but when you played on the weekend, you feel more like you belong out there and you're ready.
Well, I definitely felt that I belonged out there. I still, over the weekend, I wasn't really playing good at all. It was, pretty scrappy, I felt like. But I was good at managing my game and missing on the right spots and making a few key up and downs and, just trying to score the best I could. I wasn't on top of my game, which kind of validated it a little bit more that I belonged out there, because I didn't have my best stuff at all, and I was still able to play 4 rounds and, at least do something. So, yeah.
Is there anything with your game right now that you're still trying to get fixed? Or
Yeah, I'm still working on a couple things. I wouldn't say I'm in the best form that I've ever been, but I feel like I've gotten a lot smarter this year. I've noticed or I've realized that I can play just average golf and still get around the course pretty efficiently. Now it's more just kind of perfecting stuff here and there.
You mentioned wanting to go there and play well. How do you balance that with, kind of taking in the moment of being in the Masters?
That's a good question. I don't really know yet because I haven't been there yet, and it'll be a first time experience. But I'll try to not put as much pressure on myself, even though there's a lot of pressure coming from myself. I want to perform well, but hopefully it's not the last Masters I'll ever play. So I'll try to learn as much as possible and grind it out.
Are there any certain Masters traditions besides just playing in the tournament that you're looking forward to most?
I don't really know exactly what the schedule is for the amateurs at the Masters, but I know there's like an amateur dinner, and there's like a cocktail party, I guess, day before. So that'll be fun. I don't really know what to expect, but I have a couple of good friends that are playing as an amateur in the field, so it'll be good to see them and hang out with them.
You also mentioned, getting to that comfort level of playing on a bigger stage. Of course, you'll have your coach, Alan Bratton, there caddying for you. How does that help with that?
That for sure helps a lot. Him caddying for me at the US Amateur, it's nice to have someone that knows you well, and he's a guy that doesn't really he gets super excited, but he doesn't really show it. It's all just kind of business, and okay, you need to do this, all right, yeah, let's go and do this, instead of just freaking out and making you all stressed out. So, and he's obviously caddied there a couple times before, and he knows a lot of people. He knows kind of how everything works behind the scenes. So I take a lot of comfort from that okay, if I'm with coach, I'm gonna be okay. Is kind of how I think about it.
How has it been for you as an amateur in the PGA Tour events you mentioned before, and also going to this major, being an amateur against the field of veteran pros?
Yeah, I mean it is a little different jump because you're used to playing college tournament, and then suddenly you're playing against the best players in the world that have been out there for a long time. But it's cool to kind of just be around them and pick their brains a little bit and see what they do, and realize that okay, they're really good, but they're not out of this world. If you play good golf is good enough. So it has been a little scary, I think, in the beginning, but now I feel a lot more comfortable around it.
Is there any names on that leaderboard you see that you're just kind of awestruck to be playing on the same field with them the first couple tour?
Yeah, I mean, you got Tiger out there and Jordan Spieth and and those guys, and standing right next to them on the range. That's a little different. That's a little change, but they're just normal people. They hit the ball really well, and they do stuff that are really, really good. But I still think if I play my game, I can beat those guys. So, and that's kind of the mindset I think you need going into those tournaments. You can't be just awestruck forever. So, but it's pretty cool.
With you being the first Norwegian to compete at Augusta, how much does it mean to you, not just personally, but to represent your country there?
Yeah, for sure. If you're doing something for your country or whatever as a first, that's usually a good thing. But I try not to think about that too much because golf has not had a very big tradition in Norway. So I think if I'm gonna achieve a lot of things that I hope that I can, I'm gonna be doing a lot of first things as a Norwegian. So I try not to, in a sense, put the bar that low, if that makes sense, because there's only been one guy on the PGA Tour that has had status from Norway. So I try not to think about that too much. I just want to be a good player and see how long I can, or how good I can become.
I've seen a video where it said that your dad worked in America and he brought back a golf set, and that was what kind of got you into it. What do you remember about that?
I don't. I was like 3 or 4 years old, so I don't remember much about that. But I live, maybe 4-minute walk from like a big kind of field, a soccer field, and we have a big kind of national or international kind of soccer match out there. But for most of the year, there's not that many people out there, so I would go down there as a young kid and just hit balls. That's kind of the earliest memories I have from it. But I don't remember much from when I was that young.
As it's gotten closer, have your parents' excitement levels rose as well?
Say that again?
As it's gotten closer, has your parents' excitement levels for the event rose as well?
We haven't really talked much about it, but I'm sure they're pretty excited as well. But I'm just trying to focus on every day and kind of take day by day instead of looking at just the Masters or the U.S. Open or whatever. I'm trying to take every single, even college tournament, just every round we play as, I'm trying to do as best as I can because, everything really matters.
How's playing in the 3 PGA Tour events, both your guys' goal of obviously repeating as national champions, has it been a hard thing to balance everything? Or?
Not really. I think maybe if I went to a different school, it would have. But obviously, Oklahoma State, we're really competitive, and there's a lot of people that care about our program, and we have the chance of going back to back, which none of the teams here have done before. So there's still, even though I've played 3 PGA Tour events, which is a bigger stage, we're still playing for a lot this year in college, and you're a part of a team. You're not a part of a team on the PGA Tour, so that's pretty special. And you don't just want to do it for yourself, but also your teammates and the program and all the people who care about it. So I don't think that's been a very tough change at all.
How much has it helped you getting to compete with Matthew? You guys are on the same team, but like pretty much all the tournaments you're at, he's at, and you guys are competing with each other. How much has that helped you grow as a golfer?
Yeah, definitely. He's a very good golfer, as well as all the other guys on the team. But you see him doing well, that motivates you. You want to be the best player on your team. You want to win every tournament. You want to beat every guy in the field. So obviously he's a team, and you want him to do well. But you want to do better. And I think not just me and him have kind of fed off of each other, but all the other guys on the team, they want to be a part of that as well. So I think that's been a very good experience for all of us.